Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me live once again. Today, I'm joined by Earl Hall from Milwaukee. Is that right, Milwaukee?
Yes, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Midwest of the United States.
Yeah. The only thing I know about Milwaukee is, that comes to mind is Laverne and Shirley, but I'm sure.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Laverne and Shirley, Happy Days. But don't forget, this is the birthplace of Harley Davidson as well.
Is that where they make them? Is it?
Yeah, this is their headquarters here in Milwaukee.
Oh, wow. Have you ever been to the factory? I suppose you wouldn't really if you lived there, would you?
Actually, yes. My
Oh, yeah.
my actual training is in mechanical design and engineering. Back in the day, I had an engineering firm, and Harley Davidson was one of my clients.
Oh, wow. So you'd know it well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're in danger here of going on a segue and talking about Harley Davidsons. we're not going to do that. Earl does voice coaching and voiceovers, and he coaches people how to become a voiceover artist and also how to market themselves. Do you want to tell us a bit about what you're doing, Earl?
Absolutely. One of the main focuses that I do, my website is stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. And one of the main focuses that I have is basically getting high-end clients. Voiceover is a rough industry to get in. There's been so many changes in the way that a voice actor actually gets work these days. And I just happen to be one of the experts that understands and knows how to go after high-end clients and get them so that you can actually reach your income goals. So that's what we're all about here at Earl Hall Studio.
Yeah, awesome. And I can really see that you've realized that social media is the way that you're going to get your message out.
Oh, definitely.
Do you want to tell us about what you're doing? What did you start doing in terms of the social media to build the awareness? I'm quite interested in that, and then some of our viewers are as well.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, it started off for me with YouTube. And I've created over 300 YouTube videos in the past year and a half. And I basically, when I began using social media, in particular YouTube, I used it to document my journey from where I was to where I am now. And when you go back and you look at where I started in my voiceover career, when I really got serious about it, which was about 3 years ago, even though I've been in for over a decade, I committed and got serious just about 3 years ago. And so I wanted to document the journey of someone really starting to basically building it and let the folks see it. So when I started doing YouTube, I was in my home studio in my basement. And now obviously I have a full-blown production studio here in downtown Milwaukee. We're on the 6th floor here of an office building on the corner of Water and St. Paul, which is what we call the old 3rd Ward in Milwaukee. It's the artsy district. It's where other folks that do what I do kind of reside as well. And so I wanted to show that journey from going from your home studio in the basement all the way to building something that was substantial and show that anyone could build a business if they really wanted to. So unlike most voiceover artists or coaches, they kind of want to show you after they've made it. This is what I've done. I went reverse. I kind of reverse engineered before I got here. I wanted to actually show my journey and show my process. And I think that's what brought so many of my followers in. This time last year, I probably had maybe 500 followers on YouTube. Right now, we're approaching 3,500.
Right?
Yeah.
So
it's grown based on people watching my journey. And it's also helped my coaching business. One, because people saw that I did it. And so I proved that it could be done. So now what I do is show people how to achieve that same level of success from starting in your basement. I was working a full-time job at the time. Well, last year I quit my full-time job. So I've been doing this. So they've been able to see that progression and so I've just say, hey, if I can do it, you can do it. Here's how I did it type of thing.
It's a lot of people. I mean, that's basically the key to it, isn't it? It's you find out a way to get through and you break through and you just share that journey and people are really responsive to it. With the course that you do, so voiceover, you could probably do a lot of that. It's an online course, is it, Earl?
Yes, what I have at stepstovoiceoversuccess.com, there's a free course you can take if you're just interested in learning what it takes to get into voiceover. And then there's another course after that, which is called Voiceover Domination, which is basically about 20 hours of instruction that I have, which is mainly focused on building the business. One of the things that I've seen with people that are in the arts is you know how to do what you know how to do. You know, if you're a website designer, you know how to do that. If you're any type of freelancer, okay, you know how to do that. But what's missing is how do you actually build a business around your passion? And so with voiceover domination, that's what the focus is building the business. Okay, you know how to do voiceover. Let's build a business behind this and show you how to actually do it so that it works. And then a level up from that, I have Succeed on Demand, which is my mastermind of voice actors where I work with them directly for a year to basically show them and walk them through, hold their hand. This is what you need to do to get the high-end clients. This is how you go after them. This is how you discover them. This is how you need to set up your social media, your website, your marketing, your Facebook advertising, your LinkedIn, everything that it's going to take for you to actually build the business is what the mastermind focuses on. And the book, Voiceover Domination, actually just launched this morning. It's out right now on Kindle. So if you look up Voiceover Domination, you'll see that. And so now I'm just waiting for Amazon to release the paperback. And probably later today or tomorrow, I'll be recording the audiobook for it as well. So if anyone wants the Kindle, hop over to Amazon and you can grab Voiceover Domination. And it's going to give you a good look at what it's going to take for you to build a voiceover business.
Hey, you know, at least you won't have to find somebody to do the audiobook, will you, Earl?
Well, nah, I think I got that one pretty much covered. Yeah, I think I got that one covered. Actually, back in 2016, I did 13 audiobooks that year. Audiobooks is not my specialty, and I literally cannot stand doing audiobooks, to tell you the truth. My mainstay is doing e-learning and corporate narration. That's my focus for the genre and voiceover that I do.
I saw a really good one that you did for one of the guy that won the Arnold Classic, I think it was.
Gosh. Yeah. Kai, oh gosh, I can't remember his last name, but got the long ponytail in the back, bald head with the long ponytail. But yeah, I did that documentary. That was a lot of fun doing that documentary. That was just 2 years ago that I did that. Yeah, he was at the Arnold Classic bodybuilding, and he won the Arnold Classic, all that, and showed basically it documented his journey preparing for the Arnold Classic.
That's good for you. I mean, that you did it and then he won it. That's a lot of exposure, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. It's tremendous. A lot of the projects that I've worked on have really gone a long way.
Yeah, awesome. Back to your courses. So you've got the 3, and it's almost like it's like a complete funnel. So you've got the person that wants to learn how to do voiceover. They finish that, then they go and do voiceover domination. Is that right?
Yeah, if they want to do it on their own, voiceover domination is for that voice actor that you already know voiceover. You've got that. This is for the person that wants to build the business. That's what voiceover domination is for. And you feel like you can do it on your own. You don't need my help. Just go do it. But then we've got, again, Level Up to Succeed on Demand, which is my year course that I work with you directly. Because when you can have a done for you type of course like voiceover domination is, but my thing is everyone has a different type of business. Everyone is unique, and the same type of thing that might work for you may not work for someone else. So in the mastermind, I'm able to work directly with you to show you what's going to work specifically for your skill sets.
Yeah, I could imagine that being really helpful. So that would really save them time of failing at certain things when you go, look, I think you can do it this way. Yeah, I could see that being very useful. Which is the most popular one?
Well, the voiceover, the mastermind, which is Succeed on Demand, it's open enrollment right now, and it begins on August 9th is when it starts. And so I'm closing out enrollment for that next week, actually. So the most popular one is not even, I can't say there's a popular one yet because the website has changed so much. I did a course back in November of last year called Inevitable Immersion Results. And people got tremendous results out of that one. But I closed that down back in April. I closed that one down. So I stopped, teaching that. But the people that have gone through that have seen some amazing results from going through that as well. So that led to this really intensive mastermind because I learned a lot from taking people through that course. So I was like, you know what? If I do this a little bit differently here, I can help a lot more and provide a lot more value.
Yeah, awesome. And I mean, how much of what you teach is mindset focused?
The first part is mindset.
First part.
Yeah, the very first thing I deal with is mindset, because so many, especially people in the voiceover industry, and it might be freelance industry wide, but since I'm a voice actor, I'll speak from that perspective. But a lot of folks that just get into voiceover are looking to build a career. They're not charging enough because they don't believe in themselves enough.
Yeah.
And, one of the things I say all the time is you're not going to reach your income goals unless you charge high end prices. It's just not going to happen. There's a lot of freelance sites out there that people think they can only charge $5 on, or $10 or $20. I'm like, how are you ever going to reach a six-figure income doing that? You won't. So one of the first things I teach is to give people that confidence to know, look, you're a pro. If they are a pro, look, you know how to do this. Why are you charging peanuts for something that you could really be making some substantial income on? And it's fear-based. It's a lot of self-doubt. It's a lot of, that inner voice telling you, oh, you're not good enough or you can't do it. And people say, well, I've only been doing this for a year. Yeah, but you're hella good. Okay, how long do you need to work at this before you consider yourself a pro? Let's get that out of the way. How long do you think it's going to take you to be a pro? All right. So just getting people over that hurdle of knowing that, my gosh, we're spending, this booth back here is $5,000. The microphone in the booth is $1,200. The gear, all this gear that I have and experience is like, this costs money. And most voice actors that are all in, they go all in on their gear, but you're not charging pro prices, but you've got pro gear.
Yeah. What does it say about, to the client? What does it say to the client if you don't yourself value what you're doing?
That's the thing. That's a big part of this, Julian, is that I tell people there's a couple of different types of clients that come into the different freelance sites that are out there and that will look at you. And you've got the clients that are just cheap. They just want it. They don't care about quality. They want the cheapest price. They want the bargain basement, and all they're going to look at is the cheapest price. And I tell people, if you're competing on price, it's a recipe for disaster. As soon as you start, because the clients will play you, well, so-and-so said they'll do it for this much. Can you meet that price? Oh, well, he said he can do it, and so you start playing that game. Now you've got the other set of clients that'll come in. Like, I got a really big client a couple of weeks ago, this client, and
awesome.
It was doing a e-learning project, and I got it for $6,300. Now, the thing is that if they had come and seen me on a freelance site, which they did, and I was only charging $20, they wouldn't even have looked at me, because they're going to associate price with value. And so you've got that type of client that's going to come in and look at these different things and say, oh, well, if they're only charging this, they must not be really good. We need to look at this person over here because they're actually charging what we know needs to be charged. Let's go straight to that. And so you've got to figure out which end of the pond or pool you want to swim in. You want to stay in the wade part or the shallow part, or are you going to go over where the diving board is and just go all out?
Yeah. And do you want to be treading water, doing 100 projects to get money versus doing one project well?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the decision that I have to get people to understand that needs to be made, not in a few weeks or a few months or in a couple of years. It needs to be made now. And I'll get the pushback. Oh, well, I'll lose all the clients. Who gives a crap about the $10, $20 clients? Who cares? If that's where you want to play, that's where you're going to play. But until you start charging more, you'll never get those other clients. So you got to decide now, where do you want to play?
Yeah. It would be tough to convince. I could really understand how someone starting out would feel that you just got to hold out for it and keep doing a good job, and, you'll get there. Tough, though.
Yeah, most definitely.
Awesome. Well, that's around about the 10-minute mark. Really good. Thanks for coming on, Earl. If there are people out there interested in connecting with Earl, I'm going to put a link down to his social media. Check him out on YouTube as well. He's got heaps of really good videos, really good video production as well. You're making me feel self-conscious about my $10 headset, Earl.
No worries, my mate. No worries.
That's the job. Yeah. All right. Once again, thanks, Earl, and see you next time.
All right. Take care. Thanks, Julian.
Bye.
Bye.